Hi, this is Donna Eston, and I love mosaic knitting and slip stitch knitting. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how to create a smooth fabric with slip stitch. Anytime that you are knitting some stitches and slipping some stitches, the challenge is to create a fabric that lies flat and looks even. If you carry your yarn tightly across a slip stitch, the fabric will pucker. If you're too loose, the fabric's going to have open, sloppy stitches of different sizes. This will make your overall pattern distorted and harder to see. So when you're knitting, you want to make sure that you let that yarn go across the slip stitches so that it lies flat. And when you knit or purl your next stitch, that you're not tugging. After you finish knitting, your fabric should be flexible and not rigid, but it's still going to be lumpy because half of what we're doing is how you knit and half of the solution is how you finish. So we need a wet block. When you wet block, lie your fabric. I like to lie it right on top of the water and let it sink to the bottom at its own pace. This could take 5 minutes. It could take overnight. But once that happens, you know all the fibers are saturated. Squeeze out the excess water, roll it in towels, lay it out according to the dimensions in your schematic. You can go 1/2 inch to 1 inch beyond, because remember, slip stitch knitting is going to pull that fabric in. Pin it in place at a slant. When you pin, if you pin your pin straight up and down, as the fabric dries, the fabric can ride up that pin, creating a scalloped edge and change your dimensions. So make sure you go in at a slant so that it's nice and tight against the surface. After blocking, you see how nice and uniform your stitches are going to look. So polished and so much more presentable. Remember to keep your yarn flat across the slip stitches. Don't tug your yarn. Don't stretch out your yarn, and wet block aggressively. I hope you enjoy slip stitch knitting as much as I do. Thank you for watching. For more master tips, join Donna Eston Designs for free at donnaestondesigns.com.